Hello, fashion bosses. It's been a while. I know I've been MIA. Did someone miss me? Well, it's been for a good cause because I've spent the past couple of days dotting the I's and crossing the T's and preparing the amazing course, the Ready to Wear Mastery Business Class. And you know what? The more I do this course, the more I'm so excited about the result that I expect to get from teaching it. And I know that you are in for a real treat in that course. That course is worth way more than what we are asking for it. And remember, it's still coming combined with the e-commerce class. And in this class, you'll be taught how to set up your e-commerce store. Isn't that wonderful? So fashion bosses, how are you doing? I know it's been a while and I would love to make up for lost time, yes. And I just thought I should pop in here to give you an update to let you know that we'll be closing the enrollment for the paid course in a couple of days because we need our attendees to be onboarded so that they'll be ready for the class to take off bright and early on Monday. So if you are still in the point where you are considering to be or not to be, I assure you this is the best time to take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Take that bold step. And I want to share with you my personal experience here. And that's why I'm calling this presentation the cost and benefit of personal development. I know that a lot of times we feel we cannot afford to invest in ourselves. And I'm not undermining your reasons because I am so aware of how the economy is. There's so much demanding for money and there's so little money in circulation. But looking at it, what is also the cost of not investing in personal development? You have to look at the flip side. If it's expensive to invest in yourself, what is the cost of not investing? And I'll give you a sneak peek into my personal journey. I've always been somebody who has been very gifted, very talented. I have so many things I do with ease. And I give God the glory for it. I'm not proudful about it. I just give God the glory for bestowing so much on me. But for so many years, I kept asking myself, why would God bless me so much and then I will not use these gifts and these talents? That was a concern for me. And also in the same vein was also the question I kept asking, how will I use my gifts and my talents? And the result was this, friends. I was living a very mediocre life because I was living beneath my potentials. But something happened during the lockdown. The lockdown was a time of reflection for, I know, everyone because we had a time to sit back and think about our lives. And I did that. And in the course of reflecting over my life, I had a breakthrough. And the breakthrough came in the form of an online course. One day I was doing my thing, browsing the internet as I love to do, and I came across a course offer, a free course. And of course I hopped in, signed up for the course. It was a 5-day challenge on course creation. See where I'm going? And I took that course for 5 days. And when I signed up for that course, I didn't even have an idea what it was going to be about. I'd never heard of course creation, but I took that course, and with every day, clarity came. At the end of the course, the coach made offers for people to join up for her paid course, and the amount she was calling was way out of my league. The amount was in dollars. She's an American coach. So I convinced myself I couldn't afford it, and I kept going. Fortunately for me, not long after, she came up with the same free course again, and I was like, okay, nothing to lose. Let's go for a second round. Whatever we missed out on the first time, we'll get this time. and I took the course the second time. And during that second run, I began to convince myself that I can actually create my course without having going through the paid course. I felt I had learned enough to be able to create my online course. But guess what? As the days went, it became obvious to me that I needed to make this investment. Believe me, it was in dollars, hundreds of dollars. It wasn't money I had, or I didn't have the money. I actually didn't have the money, and I struggled. But eventually I came to a point of realization that I needed to take that leap of faith. And I took the leap. And I made the initial deposit for the course. And friends, once I started that course, I realized that whatever I got in the free course, which felt so much, because I kept feeling, oh, if this lady gave this much up in the free course, what will be there in the paid course? I tell you, friends, the paid course, I can't even tell you everything about it, because the value was overboard. And I started that course, and it was not just a course in course creation, it became a life transforming experience. Today, you are benefiting from that course, because as a result of being on that course, my mind exploded. My talents became more glaring to me, and the amazing potential that existed in this human being became obvious. I've always loved to speak. I've always loved to write. I've always loved to present, but I didn't even know what to use it for. But as a result of that course, suddenly things were just popping out of me. I wrote books. In fact, I've written books that I've not yet even brought out. There are books I have that I've finished writing that I've kept for the adequate time. I drafted my course in fact, from the beginning, I knew I needed to do a course in business, a fashion business. I didn't even have, I didn't have any doubt that it was fashion business I needed to pursue, because different people had to go through the phase of deciding, what do I want to do? I knew what I wanted to do. And I drafted my course right from the beginning. I knew what I wanted to teach, but I needed to take time and understand more, do market research, see how ready the market was for the courses that I had in my heart. So friends, why am I telling you this long story today? It's just to encourage you. If you are at that point where I was, where you feel, I can't afford this, I'm telling you, my course was in dollars. And what we are asking you here is not anything close, but it is also going to be equally life transforming if you decide to make this change, you decide to make this investment. Because the Ready to Wear Business Masterclass is filled with great value. You can use that course and actually launch your business even if you've not even started. So friends, I encourage you to consider this. I know how it feels when somebody is selling. It seems as if someone is desperate to get money out of you. That's not the case here. My desire for you is transformation. I'm not so desperate for the money, but I know that I need to pull you along to get to the point where you are willing to make that investment. So what is the cost and the benefit of personal development? You can't value it in money. I've experienced it. Where I am today, the mindset shift, the vision I have built as a result of going through that course, it's nothing compared to the amount I've paid. And I got, connected to this great coach who has been a source of inspiration and a source of, a push towards the next level. I tell her that, look, coach, I was living a mediocre life until I met you. And I got clarity about where I needed to go. And friends, fashion bosses, I assure you that taking this course will help you come away from where you are in your fashion business and take you to the very next level. So, make a decision to grab our offers before the offers close in a couple of days, and we begin to start the process that leads to the opening of the course. It's going to be an amazing course. 5 days packed with value, 5 days packed with life transforming inspiration and experience. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside, and I'll say bye for now.